Welcome down to Hayling Island and Funland. Funland in Hayling Island. It would normally be open now, but it's February at half term. However, obviously because of the ongoing pandemic, it is not open. We have been invited down, or invited in by the park, to have a look around. Have a look around because things have changed. As you can naturally see straight away, the tent has gone. The tent has gone. And it's really open now the tent has gone. I actually prefer the tent not being here. It just... everything's open. You can see rides down the back of the park. You can kind of see, you know, the stalls, the shops. You can see everything that beforehand you couldn't see. And yes, okay, it's a bit of a gloomy day today, but once the sun shines from up there down to here during the summer, it is going to look absolutely fantastic. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to show you around. It's closed season. There's not, you know, I say there's not a lot going on. There's lots going on. That would be the wrong way to put it, Kurt. There is lots going on, and we can also reveal as well the park's new ride for 2021, which we've seen a little bit of, haven't we? We've seen a little bit of. So first things first, we'll start down here. The Flying Jumbos were the new ride for last year. As we said, one of the most beautiful jumbos you'll see. Honestly, Cody rode in, didn't he? He said it was fantastic. One of the most beautiful jumbos you'll see. We came down for Halloween. You can go back and have a look on our channel for the walkthrough of the two mazes. That was really good. That one over there with the clown. That one over there with the clown, Kurt. That one over there with the clown was absolutely fantastic. I really loved that. And that Pennywise coming out the drain, you know, I still think about that now as highlighted that maze. Highlighted that maze. So we have the track ride here as well, the Jurassic Safari. It may be extended. It may be extended once things are back open, potentially. But as you can see, there is a lot of work to do at the park. So although the park would normally be open now, it's worth mentioning because of the ongoing pandemic, you know, a lot of the staff have been furloughed. They're working part-time rather than, you know, really unnecessarily pushing themselves and being out. They're taking their time. They don't think that they'll be open, or we're all hoping that everywhere will be open by Easter, or certainly have a clear direction by Easter of what's going on. So the park are taking their time and they're going to get it right, and I don't blame them. Why get it already? Why get it already? There's a lot of work to do, you know, with this tent coming down. There's a lot of groundwork to do and a lot of other bits to do as well. So we are being careful as we walk around. But there is a lot going on. There is a lot going on. As you can see, rides, they are working today. There are staff here today. The weather is supposed to be absolutely horrendous this week, in fairness. So they are working today on the rides, and you can see the balloons have been put back together. So all these rides were taken out, completely dismantled for the tent to come down. The tent, which had been up, we're just trying to work out how long it had been up. It's been up since I remember. So it's been up many years. You know, to protect the rides, the tent's quite heavy. It was a massive procedure in order to get it down, but they got it down, and it does look so much better. It's just so much more open. It will create a bit more space, and obviously once everything's back together, you know, it's going to look fantastic here. It really is going to look fantastic, Kurt. Really is. Little rides there, and of course, I don't know, I forgot to ask actually whether they actually got open for Christmas in the end, because we never made it down for Christmas. It was a bit hit and miss, but they had the Christmas situation here. These posts, by the way, these posts, they're solid. They're rock solid. And of course, this is where one of the mazes was last year. And you can see they do actually take it back out. They do actually take it back out for the main season. So we have the Carousel here. This has been dismantled, completely put back together. That looks pretty much ready to go. Little train ride would normally be over there. I'm trying to think what was here, Kurt. What was here?
There was a game. Was it the one with the gun shooting the things with the water?
It might have been a game here. It might be a game at Shoot Water. I think you might be on it, Kurt. I think you might be on it. And of course, there's a new roof going on the hut. So we are going to be very careful. As I said, there is a lot of work going on. Kurt and I are being very careful as we sort of come around. There's a lot of work as well going on over here. Now then, Flume of Doom over the back there. So as you can see, the workshop, they use Dodgems as a workshop, so you can see all the twister cars coming back out as they put the twister back together. Those that know will know I absolutely love this. This is one of my favourite parts of the year, is close season. I just love close season. I love close season, Kurt. I love all of this. Flume of Doom, as we said, Flume of Doom. Got wet on that last year, didn't you, Kurt? Yeah. Got wet on that last year. But it's got some nice new theming. Neptune Fury as well, they're all out and about. As we said, we have got permission to walk around the park. Please, if you're coming down, don't just start walking around the park. Don't start walking around the park, but we never really get this close. But you can see, bearing in mind all this comes off and all the railings come off, they have started putting it all back together. And then the cars are over here. The mine ride, I don't remember those lights going up the mine ride, Kurt.
I do.
All right, okay.
You said they were new last year.
Did I? Okay. Scrap that. Scrap that. So we've got a couple of cars are done, ready to go here. I think they've got three. So they're ready to go back on. And then of course you've got one of the old, I think this is one of the old ones, isn't it? Or is this one of these?
It is one of these.
Oh, it's one of these. So there's still some winter maintenance going on. And then when you got these, you know, you really never get to get up close to all these while they get maintained. New for last year was the Dragon's Breath. Cody enjoyed that. Cody really enjoyed that. I enjoyed that as well. So we have been told by the park that they are going to be running with the one entrance this year, which is this top entrance, and it did work much better as well, rather than having a free-for-all coming in each end. They can fully keep track of what's going on. They can fully keep track of how many people are in the park. They can limit what comes in. You know, they can stop alcohol and things coming in. So it's absolutely beneficial. Just stop to see the Miami here. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Gets all folded up, Kurt?
Yeah.
Gets all its work and everything. More maintenance going on here. Of course this bit comes off while they do the cars and everything. And then this cut.
Yeah.
Well, it's still an arcade at the moment, Kurt.
Yes.
However, it won't be an arcade for long. So the park are actually going to be opening a new ride for 2021. There's not many places that are opening new rides for 2021. Just take into account that, you know, the big theme parks that are doing it, they're all pre-built projects or pre-paid for projects. You know, things like Alton Towers was ready to open last year. You know, Legoland was planned well in advance. Chesington, one of theirs was planned for last year, of course. And I'm forgetting the other park. Fort Park, that was ready for last year. Portland's Park was obviously ready for last year as well. So there's not much investment coming this year, in honesty. However, the park are going to be investing in a ghost train. A ghost train, Kurt. Yeah. A ghost train at my local park. I tell you what, I have not had a ghost train at our local park since Littlehampton had one at Harbour Park back when I was a little kid. You only really see them on the fair circuit. And we've seen some of the plans as well, and we've seen what they plan to do with this, and we've seen what they plan to look like it. Now, we'll just take into account here that the park, when we talk about the mazes, the theming in the mazes last year was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. If you take the theming in the mazes and then add a ghost train to that building over there is going to be very, very different. And I'm telling you now, it will be really, really popular, really popular. It will be really well themed, and I think it's going to do them. I think it's going to do amazing for them. Absolutely amazing. So I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait for it. But here it is, Funland Hayling Island, much more open now. Everything's been put back together. As we said, some of the staff have been furloughed due to obviously the pandemic. They're taking days like this. It's not supposed to rain today, so they're taking days like this to catch up on things and get the park open. Fingers crossed for Easter. Fingers crossed for Easter. We can't wait to come back down. It's one of the last parks we visited last year. Might have been the last park I visited last year, actually, for Halloween. I think it was. Actually, I think I would bar a one trip to Chesington. It was the last park I visited last year. It's the last place I did rides. I spent quite a few days down there last year. Came down with my nephews as well. It wasn't just the children. Sorry, kids. It wasn't just you guys. but came down with other people as well. But it just looks amazing. Just looks absolutely amazing. We'll take a look at the twister, which is going back together. Now, of course, if you're a showman and you do this all the time, you get close to things like this, but if you're not, of course, then this is as close as you get to it. So yeah, fascinating, absolutely fascinating.
Fascinating?
Fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating, fascinating. So not long now, hopefully, not long now, we get an announcement next week, and fingers crossed, we will be able to come back to the fairs and the theme parks and these kind of places very, very, very soon. But Hayling Island gearing up for a big year, fingers crossed, a big year. You know, we said it before, if you're local, get down, support your local fairs. They're going to need it. They're going to need it. They are absolutely going to need it in 2021. And of course, we've got some new stuff. Got a new ghost train, Cat. Got a new ghost train. Apart from UK theme parks, thanks for joining us here down at Funland Hayling Island. Hopefully, we'll be on these rides very, very soon. We'll see you soon.